Hey, what's up, everyone? You're currently tuned into TBD on KCSB FM 91.9 in Santa Barbara. This week, Lietoc and I are joined by the magnanimous jangle-pop up-and-comers Good Flying Birds. The Indianapolis quintet packs a big sugar rush of a beat, and they've been rolling with from one midwestern basement bar garage at a time. The Talulah tape on St. Louis label Rotten Apple may have sold out at the start of the year, but we're inclined to believe it'll be back in print in no time. How's it going, guys?
It's going good. We had a late night, drove from Columbus to Cincinnati. We're at Luke's house.
Wow. Where'd you guys play?
We played at Dirty Dungarees. It's a laundromat bar.
Oh, sick. I think that some of our friends book there. Do you guys know like Jen Powers and Matt Rowland?
Hey, I do. Yeah, I know them pretty well.
Oh,
Yeah.
sweet.
Yeah, they're sick.
Or a couple times.
Yeah, they make beautiful music.
Yeah, for sure. Who'd you guys play with last night? You guys played with like X-Pilots or something like that?
Yeah, ex-pilots from Pittsburgh and Wasp Factory, Columbus band. I played with Wasp Factory in a Bloomington, Indiana basement like 3 years ago. It was cool. We were like a rock band with only Midwest emo bands, and
That's sick.
This, but it was cool to see them again. Great band.
Awesome, dude. Isn't that band X-Pilots like on Smoking Room or something like that?
Yes, they
They
are.
are.
Oh, that's what you're in?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that band's sick.
Information. I don't know exactly why.
Well, cool, dude. Sounds like you guys had a good gig. Maddie, I don't know. What do you want to start talking about?
Biggest thing, mostly, it's just it's been a second since we've done a full band interview. Could we get some introductions on the mic here, please? Everybody just waving up.
Yeah, I'm Richard. I play bass.
Yeah.
Sick.
Kellen, play
Yeah.
guitar and sing.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Ari. Oh, wait, I'm in the
Yeah.
middle. Sorry. I'm Susie. I sing and I play the tambourine.
Nice.
Ari, I play drums.
Oh, yeah.
I play second guitar.
I was throwing it on Ari.
I don't know
That's
why.
right.
I'm in the front row. That's what it is.
That should be.
Hell yeah. Yeah, Maddie, do you want to take the first point?
Mostly, it's just again, curious about your guys' kind of meetup, because to my knowledge, Kellen, you had been working on some of the songs going back years, and then kind of in a magic moment around last year, you ended up turning this into a full-blown band. Curious as to how you all met up there.
I left Fort Wayne, Indiana, my hometown, kind of abruptly. A lot of things in my life changed. Just had a long-term relationship and a band end, and it was time for a change of scenery. And Susie was incredibly welcoming and said, "Come live in my basement while you get on your feet." So I posted up in the basement with the litter boxes a couple months, and
Definitely a change of scenery.
yeah, for better or for worse. And wrote a bunch of songs, and we would kick it in the living room sometimes, and started realizing we had some similar interests. Susie put on a Vaseline song, and I said, "Hey, I like the Vaselines."
Sick.
Absolutely.
And yeah, I moved out eventually. The cat boxes got to be a little too much to bear.
I think it's more that you got a job and a little bit of money too.
Yeah. You guys were all surprised. You said you thought I was going to stay longer.
Yeah.
They
I
doubted
did.
me. So eventually moved out and started recording songs on the 4-track. And Susie was the first person I hit up when people started asking about shows, because it was just natural that way, I think.
I heard a lot of the songs. It was a really small house that we lived in. And Kellen was 21 when he lived down there. And I actually went through a breakup and needed a change of scenery, like during COVID, where it was kind of hard to find housing. And I lived in the basement of that house when I was 21 that summer. So I was like, it's a great place to live. The summer of your 21st year. It's really fun.
Ari's next.
It's yeah. The house is going. But it was it was one of the like in the family, in the scene houses for quite a long time. So I lived there maybe like how old was I when I just started? 23.
3 years old.
Yeah. Maybe like 2 or 3 years before Kellen lived in that basement, I lived in it. And then I eventually got a room there. But I heard it was a really, really, really small house. And so from my bedroom, Kellen's bed was basically directly beneath mine. And through the vents, I heard him write all of the first Good Flying Bird song. Like I remember he wrote Wallace, and that's named after the street that we lived on. I remember when he wrote that song.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Hearing him coming through the vents.
Yeah. On my mind.
So also with that scene house in that basement, is there another 21-year-old that's living there now? Is there like a perpetual kind of graduation?
Oh,
They tried.
no.
He's on his way.
Yeah. No, we had to move out.
They
but-
actually asked me if I wanted to move in.
That was a potential.
It was like,
Oh, when I was leaving?
yeah, they sold me on it.
Why didn't you live there then?
I don't know.
We
wasn't
breed him for that.
I think I had a job or something.
Yeah. No, well, Ari turns 21 in a month. So maybe we can talk to the people that live there now. We don't know them.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, like we kind of do this thing every
Like
2
this
years.
is kind of a rite of passage. Like,
Yeah, you kind of have to let us.
All right, congratulations on almost being 21. What brand of cigarette are you going to smoke for the first time? What beer are you looking for?
He already smokes a fucking pack a day.
No, you don't.
For the record, his parents are listening. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
and-
yeah, his mom swiped up on our story the other day. I took a video. We were listening to the band Ivy. If like them, they're awesome.
Yeah.
But it was their cover of I Guess I'm Just a Little Too Sensitive by Orange Juice. And we were vibing heavily, and everyone started playing tambourines. So I took a video, and Ari's sitting on the floor, and his mom said, "Hey, this is Ari's mom. I would like him to buckle up in a seatbelt for
that's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's so funny. That's really funny.
Yeah, that's still hilarious.
We are going to go to a casino though. We've decided for his 21st.
Oh, hell yeah. That's right.
We're excited. You can come. Fly out.
I'm gonna be.
I'm there. Thanks for the invite. I'll be there.
The casino scene in San Diego is really strong. I work up at a rural library, and we're right by Valley View Casino. So I have a lot of patrons that come in with the shirts, and I've been given a casino shirt. When we were like, before we were 18, I knew a bunch of people that got fake IDs to go out to Verona, which was like, you could go there and gamble if you were 18. A lot of people still do. We're now 25, but it's like,
I think the Indiana casino scene is probably a little bit more depressing, but still very fun nonetheless.
I was just in
it's a huge place where people intermingle and meet, as I've learned.
Yeah, it's a lot of really old people at the one in Anderson, Indiana.
It's my hometown. Where I was.
do they have
But it's-
slots there?
It's really fun. They have slots, they have blackjack, they have poker. It's a lot of machines. Like I think there's a few tables with like actual like dealers.
Mhm.
But Ari wasn't sure until I told him he could smoke inside. And he's like, all right, that sounds good.
Okay, the smoking inside is actually so.
It's
Yeah.
No, it's
really-
honestly so sick. Like that was the first reason why I went to a casino, because my friends were like, dude, they have a cigarette machine. And I was like, I'm there. That's fucking sick.
Yeah.
the ventilation with those giant like honeycombs in the ceiling.
yeah.
At least at the Shelbyville one.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
sick.
Silent one we're going to Shelbyville or Anderson. Tough competition.
What's going to be your guys' game of choice?
I love blackjack.
I like blackjack too.
That's right.
But we've been doing a weekly poker night with
Yeah.
one of our neighbors. So we're going to do some Texas.
Just put it all.
Go up against
Yeah,
the big
right.
guys.
That's right.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah. Now that we have a band fund, it's probably going to be what we do most of the time.
You're going to double it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. People are gonna think we sold out when we start getting these custom suits and everything. But
Exactly.
it's really from all this Texas Hold'em.
Yeah.
You guys were just good at gambling. You're just the rare case, the 1% that made out like bandits.
You're good at
'Cause
investing.
We're not going to give up.
Exactly.
Outside of the Casincos, what else do you guys kind of do in that Indianapolis area? What are like some of the major spots or stuff out there?
Major thoughts.
What are the
Major Taylor?
Well, okay, so Richard actually just moved to St. Louis. I played with him from St. Louis, sorry. And we're roommates now, so I've been trying to show him a bunch of places. We met a few years ago through my first band that played. I played the drums in, and his band Hippie Fuckers played with us, and then we were friends ever since. And now it's kind of crazy because he lives in a house with me in Indianapolis. But I don't know, the spots, like it's kind of like Indianapolis is a big city, but there's not a ton to do. We have to shout out the bar. Jay Clyde's and Steer in time.
Bay Street
State Street Pub.
Oh
Dear
yeah.
Mom.
Dear Mom.
Yes.
Dear
Yeah.
Mom was the first.
Yeah.
Before we called it Good Flying Birds, we just called it Talulah God because it was Susie and Ari and I as a 3-piece with no bass. And that was at Dear Mom.
Sick.
It's like a super curated bodega that has Liz used to work at Luna Record Store in Indy for like 10 years. So she has a really big like used record collection. She still gets some new ones. There's local groceries and used books and a clothing vendor in the back. It's a really special place.
That sounds cool as hell.
Yeah, I work there on Tuesdays.
I used to teach her kids.
Yeah.
I'm a teacher, and I was at their school last year.
That's so sick.
Actually, Ramona, their 11-year-old daughter, unless she turned 12.
No, not yet.
She's still 11. She did, at that very first show at Dear Mom, a portrait of Susie and I, a little pencil drawing.
That's so cute.
I always wondered who that was.
Yeah, it was Ramona.
Yeah, she didn't get Ari in it because she couldn't see him well enough behind me. But she got a lot of it. She's a very talented artist. She got a lot of details.
They had a boot on
Yeah, he had a broken foot. She got like the cast and everything.
Oh, wow. Dude, you got to put that in like the liner notes or something of like an album. That's like super cute.
I think it's on, we're on a compilation tape called Star Charms with answering machines and soup activists.
Oh, sick.
And if you got the tape on like the lyric sheet insert, that's printed.
Wait, then did Susie have a boot right after yours came off?
No, he copied me. I broke my ankle first.
I stole Susie's swag.
Yeah, I just switched my
I think
foot.
back to that period, you guys both had boots.
Yeah.
No, I don't think we had them at the same time. I think I just got mine off, and then
Because I borrowed your crutches.
you did borrow my crutches. Yep.
Yeah.
You just saw how much attention I got from my boot.
That was just
Yeah.
Is everybody coming up to sign at the show? They'd be like, "Oh my god!" Like mid song, just like pulling out a Sharpie.
Yeah.
Wasn't that Ari's house that you broke your foot?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was on a zip line outside Ari's house in the woods, just like a tree to tree makeshift zip line after a hardcore show. We went there with some friends, and
Yeah.
I'd done it before, but I forgot that you need to drag your feet on the dirt to slow down. So I just went full steam ahead and flew off the zip line, smacked into the tree.
Have you guys seen the show I Think You Should Leave?
I was just thinking
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, no, honestly, the video of him is so funny. It's like pitch black, and then you just see him come out of nowhere, and he has his knees up, like in one of the clips of that guy jumping into the pool. It's so funny.
I did after I hit the tree.
I've got a tree house at my house. My dad had built it like 20 odd years ago. And when he was doing it, he was like, I want to put a zip line in, and had to be told by, my mom and like his best friend, like be sat down and told like, this is a terrible idea and your kids will die if you put this in. So he made like the little like tower where, the zip line would go down to, and then just left that. Never.
Yeah. Just left up to the imagination.
It's in
Put a
your
look at it and imagine
Yeah.
going to this.
Just imagine.
Maddie,
I've never been able to zip line.
next
Only
time
had, like,
I'm in
Lego.
San Diego, we're putting that zip line up.
I'm ready now. I'm ready for it. I've taken the lessons. I've got the full noggin.
Hell yeah. All right, where should we jump into next, Maddie?
Well, I wanted to go back because you guys were talking about that little 3-piece era and that name Talulah's God. I mean, something I noticed kind of over with when I saw the name of the band, because also is the name like a Guided by Voices reference?
It is, yeah.
So there was that, and then seeing the little kind of the British C86 stuff, and then some of the the postcard records. I'm curious about the discovering of that, or some of the music that you guys maybe like as teens that then as you entered in your 20s that really like has kept up or stuck with you and kind of become crux to your taste. Anything you guys just want to shout out or talk about kind of music discovery there?
I mean, I was a Beatle boy for sure.
This is another thing. Stones versus Beatles. Is there a thing here? Does that really determine where you go with your music? I've been thinking about this from a guy I talked with recently.
No.
In some cases, I see it. It's like, I don't know. I think of Dylan Dakota, and they don't like the Beatles, but they love the Stones.
Well, that makes sense.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Also with Beatles, are you talking like, because honestly, the hottest take I probably have is I love the really early stuff in the bootleg, the like early 60s Beatles.
Like that,
absolutely.
like Star Club, Amber stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was in a Beatles cover band. That
So
was my
sick.
first band when I was like, I don't know, 12 maybe. And it was great musical boot camp. And I think, it kind of took me a while to develop the curve into songs that were concerned with like, I don't know, like sonic aesthetics or like texture, because what my ear gravitated towards was like song at the core, like a melody, like something that can be represented with an acoustic guitar and a voice. And, I've expanded and appreciated, a 11-minute long Stereolab track that's 2 chords now. But I think still there will always be a piece of me that, like, at least in my creative mode, it has to be like a song.
Yeah, that's sick.
Thomas and I have we've hosted a lot of guys that do the 11-minute to 30-minute long form stuff. I don't know when that we took those leaps. I think that came from just buying Astral Spirits tapes like 2019 or so. Just throwing a wall and being like, fuck it. But now it's like I've got this Mojo comp of like Star Club stuff, Circle 62 or whatever, just stuff that the Beatles would have loved. And I don't know, I've gone back to just really wanting 2.5 to 4 minute cuts and kind of trying to study like the classic pop song almost. I don't know. I feel that.
I think we all try to be students of the classic pop song.
George Michael.
Like George Michael and Wham.
Hell yeah.
God, I love Wham.
Choose life.
I got Wham CDs from the library right now. I'm getting to them. It's happening. I love Wham rap. That shit is goated.
Last Christmas by far is like the best Christmas song.
Oh, it's so good. Yes, it's the best.
Not at all. Not at all.
On a road.
No, dude, Holiday Road isn't a Christmas
Yeah, it
song.
is. Yeah, it is. Holiday Road.
No, the best one's
This holiday in it?
dude. No, Bruce Springsteen's "Santa Claus is Coming to Town." That's the
Have
one.
you heard the
Also classic.
Suicide Christmas song? The Hey Lord or Hey Jude that they did.
Oh, really?
That's sick.
That's
That sounds sick. I want to listen to it.
That's on it's on the Z Records comp with the Waitresses Christmas rapping. My brother goes crazy for Christmas rapping every year. So fuck yeah. But it's like they got like Rapture. They did like a BioShock thing on that one. It's great.
Hell yeah.
I like Run Run Rudolph.
Oh, that's
Classic.
Chuck Berry.
The king. I'd say that's another thing. It's like not just the Beatles, but the first wave of rock and roll before them in general. The guy who taught me guitar was like a rockabilly guy, and really grounded me in like early rock and roll, like Elvis. I did an annual Elvis cover set with him doing the Scotty Moore part.
Wow.
Oh, that's sick.
So yeah, and I think there like you like that Star Club stuff. There's like I don't know, like youthful, aggressive energy in all great rock music that I, as much as I like to think I have a wide scope and enjoy a lot of things, if it's missing that, if it's totally devoid of like a youthful, energetic feeling, like I struggle to resonate with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that. I was looking at. Go ahead, Maddie.
Go on, Thomas. You got.
Oh, I was gonna say I was like looking at your website and you like listed a bunch of like really cool bands and stuff on your website. You have some cool stuff like ABBA. I don't know, a bunch of other ones. One that stuck out to me most was Trackstar. I love that band so much.
Yeah, Trackstar is so good. Oh my god.
So, Thomas, you got to bring it out. You got to do it.
Oh yeah, I have their. I found this at a record store. It's like their 10-inch or whatever. That they did. Yeah, the Trackstar 10-inch. They did.
Wait,
on
y'all blur it out. It's like on.
Where is it?
Sorry, I gotta unblur it. It's just gonna here. Hold on.
Oh no.
Reveal your background.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Cool.
I
It's
love
sick.
all that San Francisco mid-90s, like Henry's Dress.
Dude, it's so good. Yeah. It's cool because like this label that put it out is like a San Diego label called like Silver Girl. And like last time I visited Maddie down in San Diego, I was just like on the hunt for Silver Girl shit. And I found like
through the crevices of that record shop, and you found it in the last.
Yeah,
box.
I found it in like the corner of this record store. Yeah, it's sick. But I found a couple like Silver Girl 7-inches. But yeah, I just love all the stuff that they're like associated with. You know what I mean?
That's so sick. It's interesting. I didn't know they had a 10-inch, but Henry's Dress did a 10-inch too. I always wanted to do a 10-inch, but no one wants to make them.
I know 10 inches are kind of like a lost thing. Like nobody does them anymore, you know?
We gotta make it happen.
It's the perfect length.
If anyone's listening or reading this, help us make a 10-inch.
Hell yeah.
And you think of like, I've got a couple of the Superchunk, their first like singles compilation, Tossing Seas, where they talk about the lost art of the 7-inch, and then it's the Pavement comp. I really love Westing. That's like my favorite Pavement stuff they did, and it's the 10-inch. It's like their 2 10-inches that they had. And I think those are that's like great stuff. We got to bring the 10-inch back.
Yeah.
For sure.
I like that Pavement one too. It's so noisy and like nasty.
So good. You guys.
And anytime I tell people like that's my favorite, they're like, "What?" It's like that's not the answer.
You guys gonna see the Pavement movie?
Yeah.
What is it about?
It's
they
like
make it seem like it's like super dramatic.
I know. I don't know.
I thought it was like a meta documentary.
It's the Stranger Things guy.
I heard like there was like a line there.
Oh yeah.
They ruined Lollapalooza or something.
When the last time I tried to watch it, it wasn't like available anywhere. Like I think it was just premiering at film festivals. Is it online anywhere?
I don't know. I'm gonna see it this weekend at like one of those like indie theaters or something by me. Yeah, it looks weird. I don't know. I'm excited to see it, I guess.
Yeah.
Just continuing to like curious about that digging for music, but also that connection with like the postcard stuff as well. Kellen, you had talked about just that love of like a youthful sound or getting to that. And I'm curious how you were finding that more or less, and kind of how you continue to dig for that.
It's funny. I didn't think about it like this until just recently, like the past couple weeks. I was talking to somebody, but I really had like a linear progression like historically through music, because when I first picked up the guitar and got into it, I was listening to early Beatles, first wave rock and roll, and then after that was into so started with like first wave rock and roll, then got into the Beatles, and then was in like a new wave punk like cover band, and that's when I opened up to a lot of stuff, and one of those things was Joseph K.
Love Joseph K.
And that just blew my mind, and that was actually what Luke and I first connected over, because my old band played with his band.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I walked up to him after the show, and he had this poofy hair and a Mustang, and I was like, "You look like Paul Haig from Joseph K." I think that sealed the deal.
It's interesting because like those are bands as well. It's stuff that I would have gotten to because like I had listened to a bit of Aquarium Drunkard stuff on Sirius at the time, and sometimes they would play some great stuff like that. But I had read like Simon Reynolds' Rip It Up or like the K Records book where
Totally.
and I'm curious just because like I almost feel like I got to that music like academically at times. I just like hit the books. But it seems like you guys were just like trading stuff around or just scrolling on like Spotify or rating your music or something.
It was actually with Joseph K. My friend was really obsessed with King Cruel, and his uncle drummed in the Ruts, great Scottish punk band, King Cruel's uncle. And he did some interview where he mentioned that his uncle drummed on one of those Joseph K 7-inches. I think it was Chance Meeting. So he found Sorry for Laughing through that and really loved that song and put me onto it. And then through that, I just started peeling back the layers and found out about Orange Juice and those hand-colored 7-inches they split and got really nerdy on all that. And yeah, I took a trip to Scotland last year and went to Monorail, and I ran into Stephen Pastel and sat down and talked for like 30 minutes about that stuff. And he's like still so stoked on Orange Juice. You know, that was like what inspired him to start a band. And
that's crazy.
I love that whole lineage of music.
Wait, when you're saying Stephen Pastel, is that the Pastels guy?
Mm-hmm.
There's a really good documentary, Teenage Superstars, that feature like all of that like Glasgow scene.
Yep. I'm just gonna random stuff. I'm just gonna keep pulling up to shout out because I do love. I would have got those on eBay, the Pastels tapes, and yeah,
Nice. I love what's Sitting Pretty.
Homestead had put that out. Sometimes I'll trawl around those labels like Homestead and just like Salem 66 is another band. I know they're finally getting a reissue. That's really great.
Salem 66 is awesome.
I'm so happy for that. When Capture Tracks did that jangle-pop, I was like, this should be the future. I was really hopeful that would spiral into something, but this is good. I'm happy it did for them.
There was at that shop I was talking about, Dear Mom, there was a record store owner in a neighborhood called Irvington, where Ari lives, that had a books and vinyl shop, and that guy like passed away, and then someone else inherited the shop and they like moved it. But in the basement there were like all these like, he had like just boxes and boxes and boxes of like 70s like and 80s and onward and upward music magazines, and I would just like every day like open a box and like pick a few out to read while I was there. And that's how I found out about Salem 66. Actually, there was just a spread and I was like, oh, this band looks interesting. And that's how I found them, like really by chance.
That was cool. I probably have like a few of those.
You probably do. Yeah.
That's sick. Honestly, I don't know Salem 66. I'm gonna have to look them up. That sounds cool.
With this.
They had three great albums and then a bunch of singles.
Mm-hmm.
The one cut that's on that Captured Track. So like as soon as I heard it to this day, I always think about that one. That's just such a beautiful beat.
It's really great. I know Martin really likes Salem 66 too. Ooh, talked about it once.
Any other bands in the back y'all want to shout out?
What about
Oh man, Mad Planets is one of the best for sure.
Absolutely.
Tight.
They might have been your guys' area too, right? No, they were from like Boston. They were other coast.
Yeah.
Man, that band, just perfect combination of weird guitar parts and just like, I don't know. They have really great songs.
That's sick. I'm writing that one down too. That's cool.
I would highly recommend Mad.
They're really great.
Hell yeah. Yeah, anybody want to shout out any more bands before we move on real quick? Anybody that's
Listen, Lucky Shells from St. Louis.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lucky Shells. Best band.
Ex-Pilots, who we played with last night.
Hell yeah.
Gollum.
Oh, they're cool. I feel like I've come across them on like Spotify or something.
I need to plug in.
Do you have a charger with you?
Artificial Go is playing San Diego tonight.
Oh,
shit.
I thought that was
nice.
nice.
Wait, who's playing San Diego?
Artificial Go.
Artificial Go.
Oh, okay,
Mm.
cool.
Did I have my grad party? I got to go back in time. I got to get out there. I bet they were playing some that Maddie was putting together.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm sure.
No, also Living Dream.
Oh my God, Living Dream from Indianapolis.
Hell yeah.
Put out what would you call it? An EP?
Yeah, they put out an EP. We're like semi.
Sorry, the computer's dying. We have to plug it in.
It's all good.
Richard's not wearing pants. I'll cover him.
Oh, come on.
There's
You're the one not wearing pants.
Hey. Easy. It's cool.
There's a label in St. Louis called Inscrutable that Martin Mayer runs. It's the same guy who put out Good Flying Birds on Rotten Apple. He has two labels. I don't exactly know why, but he put out my other project, Johnny Skin and Living Dream, on the same day. Living Dream's the better release.
Tight.
Spastic Bombastic from Indianapolis is a great project. What else?
Yeah, a lot of good bands. I don't know.
Wishy, of course.
Is Wishy from out there?
Yeah, Kevin's my roommate.
Oh, really?
Our best buds.
They're so good. I saw them in North Carolina last September at Hopscotch Fest.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah, we just FaceTimed the other day during a Pacers game, hanging out, and realized talking that he gets back June 5th and I leave for Europe on June 4th for a month with another band I'm in. And Kevin and I are not going to have seen each other for 2.5 months.
That's crazy, dude. What are you guys going to do with all that time and distance apart? That's so sad.
I know, longing.
Yeah, right? Yearning.
Also, circling back to the Pacers. Hey, go.
Yes. Fuck the Knicks.
Shit. I don't follow the basketball, but I just see in my Discord groups, they're like the shock of what has been happening. This is
No, we believed the whole time. We knew it was
always
gonna
been
happen.
Pacers and Six.
You guys have been fans for years.
I love that.
I was going to say, what band are you playing with in Europe?
Oh, that's called Skull Cult.
Okay, cool. What kind of music is it?
It's like fast punk.
Tight.
He's doing almost the exact same route that I did in December with a band Data Unknown, which is like synth, like rock and roll.
I'm copying Susie again. First it was the boot. Now it's the tour.
Now it's the tour route.
First it was Wallace.
Yeah, it's the first.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
wow.
Basement.
Wow. You want to beat me so bad.
Wallace was awesome. Oh, sorry.
No, I'm saying because that band's also on the website. They sound like a Goner Fest band. Have you guys ever been out down to Memphis or gotten to do any shows or know about the punk stuff there?
Data played Memphis, but it was a week after Goner Fest, so no one came out.
Damn.
It was dead.
I've also played an empty show in Memphis.
Yeah, the Lamplighter.
Yeah, no.
I've been to the Lamplighter. I've been.
Yeah.
That's a thick.
That
Do you-
venue's
I
cool.
played Lamplighter a few times, actually. I did a Goner Fest after party at Lamplighter.
Oh,
Was it
that's
like
sick,
at
dude.
5 in the morning?
Yeah, my other band, we played, I think, like 3 something in the morning.
Oh my God, that's
Yeah.
insane.
Not like totally off topic, but I just saw that maybe a few months ago. Knots played
Oh,
again.
great.
Yeah.
I love.
My
that.
friend was there, and he was so hyped for that revival.
I'm jealous. Yeah,
I remember in 2019 we got from Terrorbird 3. They sent us Knots 3, so that was the first time I got to hear him. It was so fun. And I don't know. Do you guys know Big Clown or Late Night Cardigan? Have those names?
I know Big Clown.
I know that.
Yeah. The drummer Zach, he's a good pal of mine. He's doing the Memphis video, the VHS tapes and stuff right now.
Yeah.
Cool.
He's going hard. He's got a random interview he's doing for Seesaw, so I'm excited that he's like jumped into the world proper of just documenting.
Yeah, Seesaw's been really nice to us. They're very cool.
Kind of in the same vein. Do you guys know? I'm sure you do. The band Patsy. They have that record, LA Woman.
I don't think I
Yes.
know Patsy.
I vaguely, because of, again,
Sick.
my buddy, he's mentioned them a few times. I don't think they're on the tape, but it's good shit.
Yeah, it reminds me a bit of Knots for sure.
Cool.
Yeah. There's a
Honestly,
lot of stuff like that in the Southeast right now. Like there's this band GG King. Are y'all familiar?
No.
They're
did it
really,
play on G.G. Allen or something?
yeah. BB King and GG Allen.
Oh, sick.
That's nice.
Yeah. No,
Sick.
yeah, they're awesome. Atlanta has some of the best of that like kind of garage punk stuff right now.
Atlanta's awesome all around. There's a band there called Vangas that is like kind of noisy, like Sonic Youth kind of stuff, but like, I don't know, mathy. They like Black Midi and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, sick, dude.
They rule.
And there's this really sick band from Atlanta, Lori. It's like kind of on the Stereo Lab tip.
I feel like I've heard of Lori.
Lori.
They're great.
Atlanta also has a really cool like hardcore scene too. Yeah. But
Yeah.
I played Athens with this band. It was actually their first show. I don't know if they're still a band, but it was definitely a bunch of like people that had been around a long time because people really showed out for them. But it was a band called Delta 8 and they were really, really fun.
that's sick. That's a funny name. All right, Maddie, where should we go into now?
Well, I guess because we keep talking about bands, we keep talking about tours and stuff. Really, you guys had done that tour earlier in April. Was that the first time you guys were doing 5-piece stuff? Or I'm curious again just about the tours that you've been on as a 5-piece right now. What's been fun to play? Other kind of favorite venues? How do you guys lock it in on stage? Is there a progression of the sound? Is Good Flying Birds starting to go somewhere, you think?
I would say so. Yeah, I feel like we're really starting to sink in and like have like a sound and energy as a live band that's really different from the recordings. Because the recordings, like some of them are programmed drums. It's mostly directly into the 4-track. And it's been really cool to see the songs like evolve and breathe in a different way. And I don't know, chemistry is just great. We're always goofing off. And
Yeah, we don't write set lists anymore.
Yeah, we've been writing sets and just call them out, which sometimes makes for awkward silence when all of us are trying to think of what song.
Yeah, if we're ever nervous, like I don't know, on the way to
I should write it.
Richmond's? Was that?
Oh my God, yeah.
So
we played probably the biggest show we played in Richmond at Warehouse, opening for Horse. And we lost the set list and was like, fuck it. Like,
I call them out and we all get on stage and like we were all nervous.
Yeah.
Like we talked about it later. And like Ari said, he was like, I haven't been nervous in like years. Like he was like, since I was, like 15 or 16. And like all of us were just like kind of stage fright. Kellen and I get bad stage fright sometimes. But yeah. I think I said something into the mic because there was a long awkward silence and I was like, I'm sorry we said that we didn't need a set list, but now none of us can remember a single fucking song we've ever played. Like, we got some laughs. Yeah, comedic relief.
The train is, when you were talking about trains, is what really got me.
Yeah, Richmond loves trains. I have this bag of aux percussion that I hand out sometimes. It was like a really comical amount for how many people were at that show. But I always ask them like, who likes music? And then I throw out the tambourines and like, play with us. And for some reason there was a couple train whistles in that bag as well. And so then I ask who likes music and I'm like, who likes trains? And like the room was so much more reactive to liking trains or music.
Also on top of that, quick tangent, one of the train whistles is like an official Thomas the Tank Engine.
So sick.
Oh yeah, my sister had cancer when she was little. She's fine. I donated bone marrow. But Make-A-Wish gave us some stuff, including riding Thomas. So we got to get inside Thomas, and my dad drove him.
That's crazy.
I'm jealous. My brother's name is Thomas, so Thomas the Tank Engine was a huge part of my childhood.
So I had a big Thomas set, but so I have this little Thomas whistle, and Susie passed him out, and I was like, that's Thomas's.
Dude, that makes sense.
And everyone was like silent, like, what are you talking about? Thomas, the tank engine. And they're like, ha ha. It's like,
no,
but
they
it
still
really
don't laugh once they realize that. Like we've told them, we're like, dog, like that joke is not landing. Like,
There wasn't a joke.
I get it. No, I get it now. I don't know. That was the best.
That makes it even funnier.
I would have laughed at that.
I'm a sucker for the awkward kind of space.
Yeah, I think that's so
It's like,
funny.
oh, it's Thomas, and you're like, yeah, okay. I don't know what it is, but
You would really enjoy any of our live shows. Any of the live recordings we have, I have to skip through the banter. It's
too awkward.
Can't listen to it. It's awful.
We should just start playing songs.
Yeah, just not. We should just stop talking. Yeah, actually, we're gonna end this interview and we're all gonna play a song.
Yeah, right.
I think. Wait, actually, this is something I did want to ask. Do you guys revisit? So again, when it comes to like visiting the shows, not interested in the banner. I totally get that. Those pauses scary. When it comes to revisiting the material that you've put out already, is there stuff that like you don't want to go back to? Like the song is done, you're happy it's out there. Is there other stuff that you're like, this piece is living and breathing and you keep coming back and kind of riffing on it?
It's really hard for me because I've been tinkering around, sitting on, recording, listening to these songs for a pretty long time now. But we played our first show in August.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a little bit of a disconnect between like my, I don't know, like engagement with the song and like where it's at in a public setting. And also like, I don't know, there's some announcements coming soon, so I can't say too much in this moment, but like the songs are going to be re-released and on like a bigger scale. So it's weird being like now like years down the line and they're like just coming out, but I'm really excited to get a new lineup of songs. Like I want like a full set worth of new songs like as soon as we can.
Like a few things I notice on the tape, and I really like, because again, you have the drum machine cut or like that shows up on there, and it kind of dashes between, like it makes me think of the Vaseline, something like what's it, the man boy or boy man song? I don't know, one of the like high energy
Vine cover, yes.
Yep, banger. And also again, like you guys, you got the Coneheads. There's shout out to the Coneheads on there on your guys' site, and like I can hear in there a little bit of that kind of egg punk or something. The fun of when you play with those drum machines and that stuff, you can get a real kind of pulpy character, and I like that. Reminds me a bit of GT.
I mean, it's like I think there's a lot of pitfalls with the egg punk thing. A lot of footsteps that have been stepped into many times, but there's elements of it that are really special. I think like the tight drums and the way a lot of those will like leave full space for like a snare hit can be really powerful. And I definitely tried to take some of those and like put them in a different context.
Totally.
You know, like a mid-tempo jangle song that still has like the tight stops.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
When I gone to Goner Fest in 2022, and I got to see kind of like, to me, it always goes like the Australians, like they get that a little bit better. They're just better with doing this kind of bar rocker, this stuff. And that was why I love GT, because of like the macho bullshit that they had, but it was obviously just all like a jest. But underneath it, I found like those were just really good, efficient vessels. There's a good melody.
They're a good band because they're a rock and roll band and melodic, and it's not about the aesthetic of a squiggly guitar.
Yes.
That's where it goes wrong.
Are we gonna play with them still?
We're playing with
They can't.
TV Repairman.
Oh yeah, they can't.
Oh, that's still sick though. That's cool.
All right.
There actually is.
That's announced yet.
There is such a connection between the Indiana and Australian scene. It's like pretty funny how many Australians I know.
They're all really.
We had a pretty good party after that GT show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they got a really crazy Airbnb, and
It's like the nicest Airbnb in downtown Indianapolis. It was like 3 stories.
So sick.
When I play with them in
that's just their style,
Just
man.
so crazy.
we went at YouTube Fest. I mean, I don't know if I should air them out, but
Welcome to. We can edit.
All right. They're really tight.
Those guys are awesome. The singer is named Kel, and
Oh, hell
someone
yeah.
asked to sign a record. And I was standing there. I was like, "Hey, back off, buddy. That's my name." And we took it off. He's really cool.
That's dope.
Oh man. And then again, as you guys have mentioned, something is happening, because I did see, and that was maybe what spurred the interview. I'd seen that the tape had gone back to a pre-order with a little note. So I'm just excited for what's coming.
Yeah, it's gonna come out again.
Mm-hmm. That's also, yeah, that's why we said I had a feeling it'd be back in print.
There'll be a few songs swapped out from what was on the tape.
There will be, but that'll all trickle out.
Yeah, SpongeBob.
That's what I was going to ask.
That was really the whole reason. There's a fresh edit. Like, I probably would have thrown that tape back into the next release of it, but there's a SpongeBob sample on there, and they told me that probably wouldn't make it through the pressing plant.
Oh, interesting.
Copyright flag.
Mario would. Mario does.
Mario?
I thought there was a little Mario on there.
Oh yeah.
I mean, also, it's like this happened, but then they were like, "Oh, we do uncleared samples all the time. Fuck it." So
Okay.
there's a couple on there that maybe are questionable. It'll be fine. I just like the sounds and the memes.
Yeah.
It
Brands.
Sponge. I mean, I love that Sponge to death. So it's great to see. I have some people I know, they fucking hate SpongeBob, and that to me is not. That's red flag.
Oh my god!
Someone hates
Don't talk to those people.
Big red
I've
flag.
never met someone that hates
Canceled,
We were
dude.
thinking about how "Ripped Your Pants" was a better song than what's the?
Oh, better than True to Your School.
Yeah, yeah,
No way.
dude. Yes, it is. Honestly,
Also,
it's
Gary,
bad.
On this one, I can't agree.
Gary
You
comes
have to listen side by side. It is a better song.
Also, the SpongeBob soundtrack. So many sick people. There's like multiple SpongeBob soundtracks with music that I
Yeah.
don't know if made it into the actual
Oh, yeah.
like expanded ones. And like there's NRBQ is on.
Yeah.
the
Oh
SpongeBob
wow! I
soundtrack.
didn't know that.
They do a version because NRBQ had like an intro song that would come out on stage in the 80s.
Mhm.
And it'd be like, "Here comes Terry, here comes Tom,
Yeah.
here comes Joey, here comes Al." It's like their theme song. But they did a SpongeBob version.
Nice.
It was like,
Yeah.
"Here comes Patrick, here comes Squidward."
That's so sick.
all the SpongeBob production music is amazing. Open source music.
Yeah, for sure.
So I remember as a kid, would have been 3 or 4, and like at Target, and we saw the CD, and we got that with all the early cuts, and then maybe we've got the motion picture soundtrack, but that first comp with the Ween and all that stuff, like, still blows my mind. That was a huge crash course.
Yeah,
Andy.
rips. All right, where should we go now, Maddie?
Well, I kind of feel like we might be coming to the end here, or getting a little down at this point. I don't know if I've got any other crazy ass or stuff. I mean,
Should we jump into this final question here?
we might just need to jump into really our closing round questions. Firstly,
Sounds like final boss.
Sounds ominous.
Yeah.
it is a little ominous. Mostly, where can we keep up with the band? Where can we keep?
I mean, realistically on our Instagram, but I would like to say on our website. I just need to update it a little more often. But yeah, I mean, our Instagram is the fastest way to know if there's a show or something.
Tight. Your website's sick too, though. Keep updating it. It looks so sick.
I'm planning to get an email list together and just like get away from social media.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
With
Do you
the
guys-
website as well. One thing I did want to, because you got the pop-ups on there. Where did you find all that? Or how'd you code that?
If I told you that, I'd have to kill you.
I'll just have to view the page source.
Yeah, it's not too hard.
That show is great though. It's a nice throwback. It makes me think of like 2005 internet when I'm 7 and
Oh yeah, absolutely.
stuff or something. So
I haven't looked at it in a long time, but he's been working on that website like I feel like at least a year before the band was a thing.
I mean, I think the first posts on the main page were like in the winter, fall of 2023. So.
Yeah, I remember we were like out somewhere and he like showed me it on his phone. It's so overwhelming on the phone. It's like so many pop-ups. And I was like, Kellen, what the fuck?
Because it's like this wasn't the haunted train.
Oh, there's a link to the haunted train. It's very hidden. You have to know where to find it.
I thought that's what you were going for, like the haunted train.
I did. I found that this morning. Yeah, the 0 up there. That was like, what? What's going on with this guy?
Yeah, it's like schizophrenia or something. I was like,
oh man.
On a website.
Yeah, also, I mean, part of it was that I wanted it. Never mind. I just like, I wanted a public space to like kind of say bullshit in diary and let my crazy thoughts out into the void. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, oh, there's actually some people looking at this. And so I wanted to make sure it's pretty hard to actually read. Like you'd have to really put some effort into see every word.
That's sick.
Like, I remember I loved going to the Radiohead websites, and those are still up. But like that 2000 site where you have to click through the theme park, basically, or like it was Glass Beach. Glass Beach had a killer site around 2020 that they were doing stuff like that. It's just good to see. It's good to see new kind of social media. And again, y'all are like real tight up there in Indianapolis, so fuck yeah, gives a good homespun character to it.
Thank you.
Well, we got one more question here. Do you want me to take it, Maddie?
Thomas, I think you got this one today.
Okay.
Get ready.
All right, everybody's got to answer it. You guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, a rat is going to jump into your mouth. Do you want this rat to jump into your mouth head first or butt first, and why?
So on your side.
Probably butt first. So that way it's trying to leave my mouth.
Logical. Hell yeah.
That's what I'm going to go with too. Yeah.
Yeah. Can you just like bite the tail and that count as the butt since it's like as far back as it gets?
You don't have to bite anything.
I don't know.
Yeah,
why would I not?
Like asking permission to
Yeah, you could bite the tail, like if you want to like catch it in your teeth or something, you know? That's
hey, it's coming anyway. You know what I mean?
Might as well catch it. Yeah, that's sick.
Man, this is really hard because I want to say butt first because I don't want my tongue to get bitten
Yeah.
by the rat, but I also worry about the tail like going down my throat or something. Yeah. But I'm going to go with I don't want to get bit, so the butt.
Yeah.
I respect that. That's a good answer. Kellen?
Rat feels also sick about the whole thing and like is embarrassed about it as well. Rat agrees.
I think I would go butt because the sensation of like the whiskers and nose and everything like on my tongue would be really terrible.
Yeah.
Nobody has ever said that before. That's kind of a good take. Like thinking about the sensation. Yeah.
I like trains and like memes, and I'm really like sensory.
I don't want one in my mouth, but rats can actually be really cute.
Rats are cute.
Rats are pretty cute. Have you ever held one? They're so soft.
They are, yeah. I had a friend growing up that had rats. Freak that out.
Great pet. I'm like, I get all antsy when I would see them. They really are great pets. Whenever we do the question, sometimes we'll like bluff or like play out like scenarios with it. I always like to imagine it's just a white lab rat, real like sweet, like salt of the earth lab rat.
Aww.
And he's really sorry about the incident.
When people ask me though, I say it's like a New York subway rat, like one of the, like a master splinter. You know what I mean?
God, those fucking crazy.
I saw bigger rats in Baltimore than New York.
Oh, really?
I've seen monster like cat-sized rats in New York. But actually, they're gross, and I don't like anything that really scurries like that out of nowhere. But I do get really excited when I see them for some reason, and I also really love pigeons.
Yes,
those are the rats of the air. You know what I mean?
I know. That's why New York's one of my favorite cities. Any bird or animal really that has to like move its head every time it takes a step, like I get all giddy about it. It's really cute. Chickens.
Chickens are cute. Yeah, I love a chicken. Well, Thanks for answering that, guys. That was sick. That's all we have for today. Thanks for tuning into TBD on KCSB FM 91.9 every Sunday, 4 p.m. This has been Good Flying Birds. Thanks.
Thank
Thanks.
you. Nice to meet you guys.